Hey there, welcome back. Today, we're stepping into a fascinating and often misunderstood side of human connection, 11 powerful psychological facts about women that can completely shift how you see relationships, attraction, and even your day-to-day interactions. This is not just information you'll hear and forget, these are insights that can reframe your entire perspective. They have the potential to take you from guessing and hoping, to truly understanding what's going on beneath the surface. The truth is, 97% of men have no clue about these subtle truths and end up confused when things don't work out. But there's a rare 5% who stand out, men who seem magnetic without trying, because they understand what's really at play. And if you pay close attention to what we're about to cover, you can join that group. Now, before we go deeper, this isn't just for the men. Ladies, knowing these things about yourselves can make you even more magnetic, more self-aware, and far more in control of the energy you project into the world. This is about empowerment for both sides. But first, if you're excited to discover these secrets, take a second and hit that like button. It's such a small action, but it tells us you want more high-quality, thought-provoking content like this. And if you're new here, subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss out. We keep our community growing by sharing real wisdom that's meant to be used, not just heard. Let's set the scene. Attraction isn't just about looks. It's a complex dance of biology, psychology, and emotion. The first fascinating truth is that women often feel drawn to a man based on scent more than most people realize. Studies show that if a woman enjoys the way a man smells, her chances of feeling attraction toward him increase dramatically. This is because women have about 50% more neurons in their olfactory bulb compared to men, giving them a heightened sensitivity to scent. A study from the Federal University of Rio de Janeiro found that if a woman finds a man's scent appealing, her affection can rise by over 85%. That's massive. And this isn't just about cologne, it's about natural chemistry. Choosing the right fragrance for your body's chemistry is a quiet, invisible advantage. Imagine walking into a room, and without saying a word, she's already curious about you because something about your scent just clicks with her subconscious mind. This leads us to another subtle reality. Women are drawn to men who have their own way about them, their own lane, their own rhythm. It's not about being stubborn or domineering, but about moving through the world with self-assured independence. If you're constantly trying to force your will on her or prove your dominance, it can backfire. But if you show her respect, while also being unafraid to show a touch of vulnerability, you create space for a deeper, more genuine connection. This balance builds trust. And trust, in any relationship, is everything. It's about reading her signals, the glance she holds for a little longer, the slight smile, the way her body angles toward you. These unspoken cues are a language of their own, and the man who can read them fluently has an advantage most never develop. Sometimes, a woman might feel something for you the moment you enter her space, but she'll hold back from saying anything. Many men make the mistake of jumping straight into the friend zone, thinking it's a safe way in. But studies have shown that a large percentage of women, when the emotional and social dynamics are right, would consider a romantic connection if they sense the man is someone they could influence in subtle ways. This doesn't mean manipulation. It means emotional engagement. The takeaway? Make it clear, from the beginning, that you see her as more than a friend if that's truly your intention. Then there's preselection, a fascinating psychological phenomenon. When women see other women showing interest in a man, that man suddenly becomes 3 times more attractive in their eyes. It's not about arrogance, it's about social proof. Even being surrounded by female friends can elevate your perceived value. These friends don't need to be romantic interests. Their presence alone changes the way others see you. Imagine walking into a social gathering with 2 or 3 female friends laughing at your jokes and enjoying your company. Without you saying a word, other women notice and start to wonder what's so special about you. Another charming little truth: when a woman teases you, calls you by a playful nickname, or gives you a sly smile after a joke, she's often showing interest. Teasing is a safe testing ground for connection. If you respond with insecurity, you'll break the flow. But if you match her energy, lean into the playfulness, and throw back something witty, you create a light-hearted bond that makes her want to keep the interaction going. A man who understands a woman's unspoken language stands out immediately. Women often hesitate to express their feelings directly, because they don't want to risk outright rejection. Instead, they send subtle hints, brushing your arm when they laugh, lingering eye contact, leaning in closer while you talk. Miss those signals, and she might think you're not interested, closing the door before you even realized it was open. That's why being present and observant is so crucial, not just hearing her words, but noticing the things she isn't saying. Something else to keep in mind: many women pay special attention to their appearance during intimate moments, right down to the color of their lingerie or the style of their hair. This isn't vanity, it's part of how they express care and excitement for the moment. A genuine, well-timed compliment can do more than boost her confidence in that moment. It plants a seed that makes her want to keep impressing you in the future. And here's one that men often underestimate: emotional connection is everything. When a woman feels understood on a deeper level before anything physical happens, the experience becomes far more powerful for her. Women are less driven by visual stimulation than men. They respond more to the emotional build-up, the subtle back and forth, the feeling that you truly see them. Rushing this ruins the magic. Taking your time, being patient, and letting her open up at her own pace makes the bond much stronger. There's also an interesting social truth: some women feel more emotionally connected to their close friends than to their partners. Friends can offer a space free of judgment and full of emotional support. It doesn't mean she loves her partner less, but it shows why it's important to make sure your relationship provides not only romance, but also emotional safety. And yes, there's the more practical side of dating. Surveys reveal that a surprising number of women have accepted a date purely for the free meal. While that's not representative of all women, it's a reminder to read between the lines and make sure someone is genuinely interested in you, not just the situation. Finally, when a woman is upset, approaching her with empathy instead of frustration makes a massive difference. Even if she's angry, giving her space while still showing that you care allows her emotions to settle. Women often feel emotions intensely, and some even find the highs and lows strangely stimulating. Understanding this helps you navigate disagreements with maturity and strength. And since we began with scent, here's something you can use right away. A study found that jasmine and lavender fragrances had a powerful effect on women's attraction to men. Women consistently showed more interest in men wearing these scents compared to those wearing neutral ones. That's an easy, subtle change that can shift the energy in your favor without you saying a single word. But attraction is only half the story. The other half is about authenticity, spotting when someone's energy is genuine and when it's just a mask. People whose stories change constantly, who give over-the-top flattery, or who vanish during difficult times are showing you their real nature over time. They might seem charming at first, but patterns don't lie. Trust is built on consistency, and the sooner you learn to spot the signs of inauthenticity, the less heartbreak you'll face, in romance, friendships, and even business. The more you observe, the more you'll realize